Okay, now we're looking at 2.
2/7.
Yes, 2/7. And 2 of 8. You can pull out.
1/4.
Yes, that's 1/4.
One ninth.
1/9.
2/9.
2/9. Are you teasing me?
Sort of, and not thinking at the same time. 2/9.
Okay. And what's the last one?
1/5.
Yes, 1/5. Good job.
Where's-
Okay. What do you notice about this row? It's not quite like our other row, is it?
It's on all the odd numbers. It says 2 of that number.
That's
2/3,
very interesting. Yeah.
2/5, 2/7.
But on the even numbers, what does it say?
Half of it, because it's 2 and
Right. So this 1/2 is the same as 2/4, right? But it's also 1/2. Do you see 1/2 in any of the other, in the other row? Which fractions are the same? Do we have any fractions that are the same between the two rows?
these two.
Mm-hmm. Do you see any fractions?
1/2.
1/2. So let's build that 1/2. This was 1/2, right?
Mhm.
And then, do you have a 2? Yeah. So that also is 1/2, right? Do you see any other fractions that are the same in these two rows? Oh, yes. So that's interesting. Do you want to go ahead and fill this one in? 3 of 6 is how much?
I don't really want to fill it in now.
You don't want to fill it in? Let's not do it then.
Are we gonna do this entire chart today?
No. That would be too much.
That's
So, do you see any other fractions in these two rows that are the same?
Yes.
What
I
are the
see
other?
1/3 and 1/4.
Okay, let's make this 1/3 and this 1/4. It looks like this, right? 1 of 3 and 1 of 4. And where's the 1/3 in the second row?
It's under the 1/6, which
Right,
is
so-
interesting
Why is that interesting?
because it's half of 6. 3 is half of 6.
That's interesting. Why do you think that
That's
happened?
what I just said.
Yes, why do you think that happened? Because this is 2 times 1/6, right? And that happened because we multiplied everything by 2.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we done
We are done. Yes.
with school?
With school and with...
Half.
Well, 4 is half of 8, but how much is 8 of 4's?
1 and 1/2.
If 4 is 1, how many can we fit in 8?
2.
2.
So the answer is 2.
Yes. Okay, what about 9? What is 9 compared to 4? We can get 1 and 2, and then we have how much left over?
1.
1 what?
1/9.
Yeah, this is 1/9 if we were comparing 9th, but we're comparing 4th.
1/8.
Well, how much of this is this of 4?
A half of a half.
which is what? What's a half of a half?
1/4.
1/4.
So the answer is 1/4.
Well, it's not just 1/4, right? Because we've got 2, and then we have 1/4.
2/4.
2 and 1/4. Silly. Okay, and then our last one, comparing
Okay.
10. How much of 10 is compared to 4? Oh my goodness, you wrote that tiny. Okay, why don't you write it legibly? There you go. All right, so then we have 10. This is our last one, comparing to 4. How many fourths is 10?
I'm able to 10 too.
10, yeah, is 2, and then what? How much?
Another 2.
This, well, a red, but how much is red of the 4? Half. So we have 2 and a half, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 and a half go here. Now, sometimes when we're pausing to do a notice and wonder, it's easier to see the relationship when we use the rods. Here, the 4 is our 1, the purple rod, and we're looking at the 4 column, and as you go down, you can see it counts by fourths. 1/4, and then 2/4, which is 1/2, and then 3/4, and so on. You can see this expressed in rods with the white rod acting as our 1/4. So when we have 2/4, the red rod, we can see that that is 1/2 of the purple rod, and the green rod 3/4, and then the purple rod is 1. If we use the rods to express the 3rd column, we get a similar pattern to those of the 4th column. In this column, the light green rod is our whole, and the white rod acts as a 1/3. The column counts by 1/3. So the first white is just 1/3. The red rod equals 2/3, and the light green rod is our 1. It continues counting down, and every 3rd step, we have a whole 1/3 added. So how much is 4/10?
4 of 10. Let's see. You could... 4/10.
It is 4/10. Is there something else that is 4/10? Look at this right here. Do 2's fit in 10?
Mm-hmm.
How much are they? How much is one of these? How many are there?
Fifths.
Okay.
So fifths.
All right, so this is 1/5 of 10. And how much is 4 of 10? How many fifths are the same as 4 of 10?
2 fifths.
Right, so you could say 4/10, but it's also 2/5, right?
Mm-hmm. Wait, 2, not 3. 2 fifths.
Okay, let's
Let's
continue.
do this row now.
Oh, you want to go down? What do you think that's going to be? Let's look at the pattern.
Is there a pattern?
I don't know, look and see.
1/5, 2 fifths, 3 fifths, 4 fifths, 5 fifths.
Mm-hmm.
Root 1.
Uh-huh,
So this would be 6 fifths, 7 fifths.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you can write 6/5. What's another way to write this one?
1/5.
So you have, we're looking at fifths. When we have 1, we have 5/5. When we have 6/5, how much do we have?
1/6. 6/6. 1.
We have 6/5, but we have 1, and then how many left over? What are these?
1/5.
Right, they're 1/5. So we have 1 and 1/5. So that goes there. Okay, and then if we add another 5th to it, how much do we have now?
1 and 1/5. 1 and 2/5.
Right, 1 and 2/5. And if we add another 5th to it, what do we have then?
1 and 3/5.
Right, 1 and 3/5. So can you write that? And if we add another 5th to it, what do we have now? Can you tell me what we have?
1 and 4/5. This
Uh-huh.
is really annoying.
Okay, and if we add,
10 and 5.
and how much is 10/5?
1.
Well, 5/5 are 1.
Oh,
How much are 10/5?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Because you didn't teach me. You just
Okay,
told me I
here's
know.
10. How many 5s is that?
2.
2. Let's go across again. We're looking at 6.
Did
So
you-
6s are 1 and 5. How much is this?
If you go down here on all the ones, you can see the true color.
That's right. You're right.
At least according to her.
Okay, so how much is 5 of 6?
I have no idea.
If this is 1,
Mm-hmm.
how much is this?
5/6.
Yeah, 5/6.
Is my 5 backwards?
And then we're looking at 7. So how much is this?
I haven't written it.
Oh,
Wait, is it 6/5? So 5/6.
it's 5/6.
Okay.
Then we're looking at 7 and 5.
5/7.
Yeah. Then we're looking at 8 and 5. Where's our 8?
8/5.
Other way. 5/8.
That was my period, by the way.
Oh, okay. And then how much is this right here?
5/9.
Yeah, 5
Just
ninths.
let me do the math class. Oh, I'm offended.
You're silly.
Me silly? My parrot's the one who's silly.
Okay. And then what's the, oh wait, you gotta put ninths on there. And how much is 5/10?
2.
10/5 is 2. How much is 5/10?
I have no idea. Aha, -2.
No, what is it? Give me another 5.
No. It's half.
It's half, right? You're being silly, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so how much is 8/8? These are our factors of 8. We can put the 1s, the 2s, and the purples in evenly. This gives us 1/8 if the 8 is 1. This gives us 1/4. This gives us 1/2. And we are using this factorization method to find equivalent fractions and reduce to the lowest fraction. Okay, so we have counted.
This of that.
We're doing eighths, so 1/8, 1/4, 3/8, 1/2, 5/8, 6/8. We've also recognized that 6/8 is the same as 1, 2, 3 fourths. Okay, and then now we're looking at 8/8, which we already know is 1, right? How much is 9/8?
It's 1/8.
Right, it's 1 and how much?
1 and 1/8.
1 and 1/8. And how much is 10 of 8s?
1 and 2/8.
Right, and how much is 2/8? 2/8 is the same as what? Look here.
I'm trying to write something down.
I know, but I don't want you to write all that down. I want you to find the lowest fraction before we write it down.
1.
1 what?
1/8.
2/8 is the same as what?
Half of 1/8.
2/8 is 2 of 2/8.
Half of 4.
It is half of a half, and half of a half is
2.
what's half of 1/2?
4.
A fourth. It's the same as 1/4. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a fourth, and 2/8 are the same as a fourth. Okay, let's factor 9. Where's the 9? Here's the 9. Can you factor 9 for us? We'll have, of course, 9 ones.
So where those meet, the black.
What else can we divide evenly into 9, Addie? Right here.
3.
Okay, can you put the 3s on there? Here's 1. Can you get 2 more 3s to put in there? All right. And let's, whoops, I didn't do very well.
Good grief, that's
It's our
snoring
dog.
little dog.
Okay.
Henry.
Okay, so let's start here
Wake up, Henry.
and look what we're counting. Wait a minute. This is, 2/9, yeah. Okay, so 1/9, 2/9, right? So 1 is 1/9, 2.
1/3, 4/9, 5/9.
What's the next one? This one's
6/9.
6. Let's look at 6/9.
That's 2/3.
It's 2/3. Excellent. And then what comes next?
7.
7.
7 isn't really anything. So it's just 7/9.
Right, so it's just 7/9. And then what comes next?
8/9.
8, right. So when we look at
That's
8.
9 minus 1.
Yes, you could write it like that. But let's write it the simplest way. Is 8, is it anything or is it just 8/9?
Just 8/9.
Okay, and then 9 is what?
1.
1.
But that's
and
already there.
it's already there. And 10 is,
1/1.
and what is 1?
1/9.
1/9. So it's 1 and 1/9, right? Okay, let's factor 10. Of course, we're gonna have are ones. And then what are the other factors for 10?
1,
Mm-hmm.
2,
2's fit in 10.
5.
5s. I only have one 5 over here. Can you do another 5? Okay.
That's it.
That's it. Those are our factors for 10, right? All right. So let's just talk about this for a second. If 10 is 1, how much is one of these?
10th.
A 10th. And how much is the red rod?
5th.
And how much is the 5 rod?
Half.
Right. Okay, so let's start counting. 1/10, right? That's one of these. And then 2 is 1/5. 3 is just 3/10, right? And then what is 4? I just messed it up, but what is 4?
2/5.
2/5, right. And then 5
Is 1/2.
1/2. What is 6?
Everything beyond this point would just be 6
Which is,
tenths, right?
well, the thing is, each time, every other 10th, we're gonna hit a 2, right? So this is 1, but when we hit the 2 of 10, then we go to 1/5. So we're gonna be alternating between 5ths and 10ths. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
3/5. Wait a minute, is that 6/10? What is this? This one's 6/10, so this one is,
7 tenths.
yeah, okay. And then 8/10 is how much? And we compare the 8 right there.
That isn't an 8, that's a 7.
Oh, you're right, my bad. You guys know these much better than I do. Okay, so 8, how much is that? Mm-hmm. And then 9?
9/5.
Mm-hmm. No, not 5ths, 9. Did you say 5ths or 10ths?
I meant 10th.
Yeah.
And 1.
Great.
Done.
And you're finished.